Hello, and firstly apologies, it's been a while since I last did a video on my Scottish Zoomer YouTube channel. The reason for that is, as many as you will know, my previous job was coming to an end in May, where I'd worked for many years, an old department store in Edinburgh which was closing down for a major refurb and repurposing for the rest of the century. So that was me out of job, and I wasn't sure in this climate, what with COVID and everything else, how easy it was going to be to get back into another job. And in fact, it only took me 3 weeks. So part of the reason I haven't really been making videos and things is because I've been settling into a new job and getting used to that and all the stuff that goes with that. I have been using the bike every day. Actually, this job is nearer. It's in a hotel, and it's nearer my work than even my previous job was, so you know, which is great because it's very useful for the Zoom is handy for getting up and work to back in about 10 minutes, which is really good. They also have a nice locked private car park at the back of this hotel where I can park the Zoomer every day, so it's not stuck out on the street, you know, at the risk of some scally attempting to hack the chains off or pinch it or something like that. So again, that's handy as well. So it's all worked out well. So I haven't really done anything much with the bike at all recently, apart from use it for commuting, and the odd polish up and that sort of thing, and you don't really need to see me doing a video of that. But one thing I have done just in the last week or so was decided to upgrade, or at least change slightly, my mode of recording when I'm on the bike, video recording, blogging if you like, that sort of thing. Now, as many of you will know, for many years I've had this, which is the SJ Cam 4000. Now, I got this about 4 years ago, and I tell you, for the money you pay, which is about 40-50 quid, it's been absolutely fantastic. It's never let me down. Video is great. It's been really good. Now, the only drawback, of course, is you can't plug a microphone into it, so the sound, if you're talking, is not great. But apart from that, it's a brilliant wee unit. Battery life is about 40-50 minutes as well, which is not the best, but is about average for these sort of cameras. If you're looking for a budget action camera, this is brilliant, really good. I think it's been updated now, it's got Wi-Fi, the latest model or something, but anyway. So usually in the winter, I have this attached to my full face helmet, and obviously it goes into a case, and the case sits here, which is fine. It films really well the road, and it allows me to talk, and the internal microphone picks up what I'm saying if I want to use that. But I don't tend to use the full face a lot in summertime. I prefer an open face helmet. Now, the problem with obviously a lot of these action cams and an open face helmet is you need all this scaffolding to attach them to the side. I mean, you could have it on the top, but it looks a bit ridiculous. And you need all this scaffolding to attach it to the side, so it sticks right out, and I don't like the look at all. And also, of course, because this doesn't have a microphone socket, you can't plug an external microphone into it. It's no good for video blogging with an open face helmet. So I had a look around, and I decided to treat myself to Adrift, which I believe is a British company, and this is a really neat little action camera, which comes with mounts, which I've got one on here, which these just clip into. There we go, and it sits on the side of your helmet, and is a lot less obtrusive than all the scaffolding that comes with the SJ Cam, and even some of the GoPros, which are a lot more expensive. This is a Drift XL. This cost me £118 from sportsbikeshop.co.uk, who were excellent, great service, best price I could find online. It beat Amazon, it beat eBay, it beat the Drift website itself, and it arrived in a couple of days with tracking and everything else. Fantastic. So this is the Ghost XL. This films in 1080 at 30 frames a second, so it's HD filming basically. But the great thing it has is a little screw-in jack here, which allows you to plug in an external microphone, and this comes with it. With the camera, you get a couple of mounts. You get a curved mount, which I've used on the helmet there. You get a flat mount if that suits your helmet better. You get obviously a charging cable, and you get this fantastic little device that allows you to plug a microphone in. And this is all waterproof. It's all waterproof, the camera. You don't need to put this into any separate housing or anything like this. This connection here doesn't just plug in, it screws in tightly. into the, in fact I've screwed it in really tightly, but it's in tightly anyway. This is all waterproof. The camera it does not require any additional housing, which is great. It's also got quite a neat idea. I don't know if you can see it clearly. There's a little arrow on top of the bezel here, and you can rotate the lens. So it doesn't matter what angle it's on your helmet. By rotating the lens, you're always going to get a face-on video, and that's another neat idea that that the SJ Cam certainly doesn't do. You know, if you have to have that at a slightly squint angle, you've got a slightly squint video. Now, another great selling point of this is the battery life. The battery life on the Drift claims to be 9 hours. 9 hours. Now, that's phenomenal for an action camera. Now, I think realistically it's probably going to be nearer 7 from the reviews and things I've read online. But even 7 hours compared to, you know, 40 minutes for this one, and you know, 7 hours like is well above what the GoPros do. This is fantastic. So it basically means I can charge this on a Monday and use this for my commuting to and from work all week without having to touch the battery again, which is amazing. So what I've done is I've, as you can see, put the mount on my helmet, and as I showed you, this clips in. Now the other great thing about this is it's Wi-Fi, which means I can connect this to my phone and I can view the picture that this is seeing. Now that's handy because it allows you to obviously sit on the bike with your helmet on, and then you can adjust the camera angle to get the best recording, the best picture, you know, the best view, I should say, which would be very much a trial and error process if it didn't have the Wi-Fi. But with the Wi-Fi, you can just sit on the bike, put the camera into the mount, just move it up and down, move it, it's on a rotating bevel here, so it can just adjust until you get on your phone the picture that you want to be recording. Another very useful thing. So what I've done is I've, as I say, put the mount on here. I've also run an external microphone. There's a little jack there, which plugs into the camera, and here I have a little external microphone. Now I tried this for the first time yesterday, and as I fully expected, of course, because I don't have any at the moment any cover or anything for this microphone, the wind noise was deafening. I'll put a couple of clips on in a moment to show you what I mean. But what I have ordered is one of those sort of furry attachment things, which is supposed to be really good for wind. You can also get a foam one as well. I might actually try and combine the two and just see what works best. But that microphone now sits in my helmet, and that allows me in an open face helmet to do video blogging with a good quality camera. So that was just to show you what it's like. As I say, I've only had one run with this yet, and apart from the wind noise, which I expected because I haven't sorted that out yet, the video quality was very good. The camera was completely reliable. One thing you need to do when you buy this is always update the firmware. The firmware is constantly changing, so go to the Ghost website, the Drift website, rather, Drift Innovations, I think they're called, Drift Innovation. Go to the website, or you can do it through the app. There's an app as well, and update the firmware before you do anything else. It's dead easy to do, and it just means you have the latest operating system. So I've had no problems with this so far in my first use, and as soon as I get the furry cover for the microphone, we'll take it out and start using it more often and see what the recording sound is like. So I'm going to do you a couple of brief excerpts now of just how it was yesterday. Obviously ignore the wind noise because we know that's a problem and that's going to be resolved. Just to get you an idea of what the picture looks like and the angle and how it performs. It's not particularly heavy, you don't notice it on your helmet at all, and you certainly don't have all that scaffolding that you would have to have with a GoPro or the SJ Cam, which I can't be bothered with at all. This is a neat little camera, very neat little camera, and so far I'm very impressed with it. So anyway, coming up, a couple of clips of test run number 1. Shot run up to work. See what it's picking up. Little thing. So I suppose we could test the microphone here when we're standing still, see what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just a little cheap lapel microphone that I've had for years. Cut down the wire a bit, it's too long. As I say, I may need something else with the wind and the, you know, the air generated by travelling about. It needs a cover anyway, as I say. It needs a little furry cover to deflect the wind, which we've got coming for a couple of quid. We'll put that on. So a quick look around, see how the... I think I lined the video up okay on the app. So that was just a brief look at the first recording using the drift camera. I know the sound's terrible. As I say, we're going to sort that. Just for, you know, comparison's sake, I'll show you the same clip filmed by the SJ Cam, which was mounted on the front of the bike. So again, excuse the sound. It's merely there, you know, as a safety thing, just in case anyone does anything daft in front of me. It's not anywhere near my helmet or anywhere near where I can speak. It's mounted on the handlebars, basically. So anyway, just to compare the two videos, here is the same, exactly the same morning, same clip, filmed using the SJ Cam mounted on the handlebars. So there we go, that was my first run with the drift, and a quick look at what the SJ Cam was filming at the same time to see which you prefer. I'm quite happy with the drift so far. Like I say, I'm going to sort the microphone issue out, and then I'll do some more test runs and I'll put some more videos up for you to have a look. One thing I did notice was, I mean, there's a lot of things on the drift, the settings you can change, all kinds of things. Now, me being a bit of a Luddite, I tend to just tick auto all the way down, because that's, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm filming me, you know, going back and forth in a Honda Zoomer. You know, I'm not Martin Scorsese. We're not making the next, you know, Oscar-winning epic. So I just tend to leave things on auto. One thing I did notice actually just now when I was going through the settings was I had the filter on vivid as opposed to normal. Now, I don't know what difference that particularly makes, but I presume it means everything's a bit brighter. I don't know. Who knows? So I put that to normal as well. So next time I'm out, everything will be pretty much standard and just left to the camera's own decisions as to what goes on and what doesn't. So as I say, thanks again for watching. It's great to be back filming again and you know, making these videos, and thanks as always for all your support, your subscriptions, your likes. Keep them coming. It just encourages me, which is maybe not a good thing, but there we go. So there we go. I'll be back shortly with a new drift camera video to show you how things are going, and maybe go to a different part of Edinburgh, take you for a wee tour. We'll see what happens. But anyway, I'm still out there and I'm still zoomering. And thanks for watching, guys. All the best.